finally today, there was a special celebration this past week for a special theater district landmark.
TKTS, Link Broadway surviving.
Performers from Forbidden Broadway helped to honor TKTS Wednesday as the Times Square discount ticket booth, which is run by the Theater Development Fund, marked its 40th anniversary. Actress Julie Halston hosted the festivities, and four-time Tony-winning writer-performer Harvey Fierstein was on hand to help accept a proclamation from the city declaring Wednesday TKTS Day. Harvey also shared a story about how TKTS helped the show, which earned him his first 2 Tonys, Torch Song Trilogy, stay afloat its first year.
When my show Torch Song Trilogy opened on Broadway, we opened during the summer, and it was very hard to find an audience opening in July. And this TKTS booth kept our show open for 11 months until we finally came around to the Tonys, won our Tonys, and then people bought tickets on their own. Without the booth, we never would have made it that first year.
The original TKTS booth made its debut in June of 1973, and over the past 40 years, TKTS has distributed more than 58.5 million tickets to Broadway, off-Broadway, music and dance events.
You look around and you think it's hard to imagine what it all looked like 40 years ago. Times Square was kind of a scary place, and the city and the theater industry had this idea: what would happen if you put a half-price ticket booth in the middle of Times Square? Maybe someone would come buy tickets, discount tickets, and 40 years later, here we are.
And another part of the TKTS scene, the patron services representatives. These folks, theater artists themselves, were decked out in some special attire for Wednesday's celebration.
Today, for the 40th anniversary, we partnered with another program at TDF, the Costume Collection, and we got historic costumes from the past 40 years of sales here at the booth. So they're normally in red t-shirts that say TKTS Patron Services, Got Questions, and they're out here on the lines to help everyone better understand what's happening in New York theater today.
And full disclosure, many years ago, during my early days in New York, one of my so-called survival jobs was working at TKTS. I was part of an earlier incarnation of what's now called Patron Services Representatives. We also helped ticket buyers, and back in the days before tickets were computerized, we actually had to go to the theaters to pick up the tickets themselves. So many memories for me at TKTS. And Wednesday also brought some TKTS news. The satellite booth in the South Street Seaport, which has been closed since it was damaged by Hurricane Sandy, is set to reopen sometime in July. And a new program called the 7-Day Fast Pass was announced. Buy a discounted ticket at the booth, keep your ticket stub, and you will then have the opportunity to return to the booth within 7 days and get on the much shorter full-price ticket line, but still buy your next ticket at a discount. And for more information on everything TKTS and TDF have to offer, log on to tdf.org.